word that I lean on is understanding. The Bible says, in all thy getting, get an understanding. And so I attempt to get an understanding on everything that may or may not be happening around me. So when the sugar honey iced tea hits the fan, I fall back on those core values.
Absolutely.
I gotta have something to ground myself in, and that's what I fall back on.
Man, look, Daryl, give some love. Y'all give some love. What I'm hearing you say is, sometimes you need to stop, reflect, don't drop and roll. Stop now. Stop now, Chuck. I hear you, Chuck. I hear you. Sometimes you need to stop, drop to your knees. How about that, Chuck? How about stop and drop to your knees and remind yourself
That's right.
of what's happening in your life and what you're grateful for.
Exactly, because life, as you stated, all those things that are going on around us today, you get caught up in all those minutiae. You get caught up in the political atmosphere. You get caught up in what may be happening on television, your shows.
You gotta get locked in.
But you gotta have something to fall back on. So I challenge each of you to find those 3 words that define you and who you really are, and walk with those 3 words wherever you go. So
Darryl, you're telling me that 3 words help you stay grounded and be locked in.
3 words.
3 words.
3 words, Doc.
Now, Tony, I teased you a little bit earlier. Like, I'm not a millionaire, Tony, so I need to talk to you. But if I want to be a millionaire, I need to talk to who? A millionaire, right, Tony? Right. So if Daryl's telling me what has worked for him to stay locked in, sometimes it's a daily reminder at 9:30 every morning about what I need to be in order to be a better version of myself. Because if I'm not locked in, I'm distracted. Listen to me. If you're not locked in, you're losing. If you're not locked in, you're losing. I keep it real. And Daryl's reminding us that you need to be locked in. You need 3 words to remind you why you're doing what you're doing. Because if you're not locked in, you're what?
Losing.
If you're not locked in, you're what?
Losing.
If you are not locked in, what are you doing?
Losing.
There you go. So Tony, talk to me. How do you stay locked in?
I think one of the biggest things is motivating yourself. So what I did is I literally built my entire following online, which is 3.5 million people.
Shut up!
Waking
Gotta
up
get some
every
love for
day.
that. Come on. And by the way, Tony, because listen, I'm with your hype man, Tony. I'm with your hype man now. What's your sign so they can join that 3.5 million people? What is it?
Tony Gaskins is on
Across
everywhere.
Tony?
Instagram, YouTube, Tony Gaskins, my name.
Spell it out, brother.
Gaskins.
All right.
But I didn't come to get followers.
But look, that's not your problem. That's my problem.
Right.
Let's go.
What I'm saying is, every single morning, I would wake up and I would post quotes throughout the day, every hour on the hour, to motivate me. And those quotes, as I was talking to myself, they started to go viral. And then all of these celebrities started to repost it. So what I did is I took the next step and I created, just to motivate me, a line called Consistency. And I went on GoDaddy and I got consistencygear.com. And then I made myself t-shirts that I wasn't even selling, and they just say consistency. And I printed up 12 of them, and I would put that shirt on every day. And then in my office, I put the light on the wall that says consistency. And every single day, I just reminded myself to be consistent. And that took me from earning $20,000 a year to earning millions a year, just by waking up every day and using my gift.
The grind don't stop, Tony Fair. The grind don't stop.
Right.
So, if Jeremy's telling you right now, I'm letting you know right now, they didn't know I was going to do this. If Jeremy's telling me right now that in order for him to be locked in, he has to make sure his ego's in check. If Daryl's telling me in order to be locked in, I need 3 words that are going to give me the strength. Because if I'm not locked in, I am
losing.
Y'all, come on now, y'all weak. If you're not locked in, you're what?
Losing.
Thank you very much. But Tony said something even more important. You can be locked in one day and fall be locked in one day and then the next day say, I give up. But Tony basically said, if you're going to be locked in, you got to be consistent. You've got to be consistent. Because guess what? The rent is due when? Every day. Not the first of the month. Tony, you know what I'm saying. You know where I'm going with that, right?
Do every day.
So in other words, the rent is due every day. Imagine if you lived your life where you have to hustle every day. You don't take a day off. Don't take a day off for your dreams. Don't take a day off for thinking that you can do this on your own. You cannot do this alone. You've got to find out, how do I stay consistent? And by the way, Tony, correct me if I'm wrong. To be consistent, you have to be disciplined. Is that fair?
Even when you don't feel like it.
Even when you don't feel like it. Tony, I hate to tell you this, man. I struggle with my weight. And I need discipline to get out of bed and go walk, do something. And I have to be consistent and disciplined. Because if I'm not doing that, my doctor says you're a ticking time bomb and you're going to die. This is a life or matter issue here. Life or death issue. In other words, not death of you, but death of your dream. Your dream is going to die if you're not consistent. Your dream will die if you're not disciplined. Remember what I'm telling you. Because this is how you learn. You want to know why you're here today? You're learning from people who are living life and telling you how to do it. Daryl says, I need 3 words every day to help me stay locked in. Tony's telling me I need to be consistent and disciplined. Because if I'm not locked in, I am losing. That's right. DJ, talk to me, my brother.
Listen, I wake up every morning at 6 a.m. to get on radio for 7:30. And I tell myself this every day: I am, I can, and I will. And that's something I learned back in the day from high school from a friend of mine who I played basketball with. And we were trying out for the varsity team. And I was like, man, I don't think we're gonna get it. This probably ain't our year. And he said these words: I am, I can, I will. And he got on the team.
All right.
You know what I mean? So I always apply that.
I love that. I love that. So you need some more information. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up right now. Stand up. Stretch. Stretch, 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 stretch.
I am.
I can.
I can.
I am.
I am.
I can.
I can.
I will.
I will.
I am.
I am.
I can.
I can.
I will.
I will.
Live my dream.
Live my dream.
Sit down, sit down, sit down.
I am.
I can.
I can.
I will.
I will.
That's what I'm talking about. You can't do this alone. You can't do it without discipline. You can't do it with affirmations. You cannot do this if your ego gets in the way. And you have to remind yourself every day, I am. I can.
I can.
I will.
I will.
Now, we're almost going to land the plane. We're almost going to land the plane. I'm about to keep it real. It's been fun, huh? It's been fun. You're on a roller coaster, right? It's about to get ugly. It's about to get ugly. First of all, let's take care of the barbers. How are y'all doing? Are we good? Are we good? We have 30 minutes left. Do you have enough time for one more person? Yes. All right? All right, Steve, you want somebody else? All right. Take out, left out. Now look, stay right. On the left, on the right, on the left, on the right. All right. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. Who wants a haircut? Who wants a haircut? Come on up. Stop. Who wants a haircut? Right there, right there. Come on up. That's 2. All right. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got 30 minutes left. It's not going to be a long cut. It's going to be a shortcut. It's going to be a shortcut. All right, do we have everybody? Isaiah, how's it going down, Isaiah? You locked in? All right, one more. We need one more. Look. Chuck said, you don't need nothing. All right. Here we go. Hey, man, you look fresh. You look fresh, brother. Javon, you look fresh. I see you. All right, here we go. Hey, man, look. These barbers are living out their dreams, being artists. Let's give them some love. Come on, man. Looking fresh, looking live. Now, let's get back to business, gentlemen. Let's get back to business. I am.
I am.
I can.
I can.
I will.
I will.
All right, that's good. But now it's gonna get serious. Do y'all know what I'm about to ask you? Do y'all know? But you know it's gonna be real, right? Jeremy's like, man, I don't even know.
You see the look on my face, man.
Jeremy's like, man, I don't know. I need you to do me a favor. Gentlemen, right there with Todd. First of all, I love your suit. I love that suit. That suit looks fly. Where'd you get it from? I like it. Yeah, you, brother. All right, you from Jersey? You came from Jersey? Oh, man, who else is from Jersey? Raise your hand. Wait, Jersey's in the house and y'all ain't representing? Come on now. If you're from Jersey, raise your hand and say, stand up. Come on, Jersey, stand up and recognize. Y'all came all the way from Jersey to come here. What's your name? Mike, give me that chair right there, Michael. Right in front of me. There you go. Thank you, Michael. And thank you so much. All right, listen. This chair represents someone in this room. This chair represents someone in this room. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's someone sitting in this room right now. In their mind, they're thinking, man, I'm glad I'm here. I can. I am. I will. And all that. But even though they say all that, they're suffering in silence. They're suffering in silence. There's someone in this room, woman, man, you name it. There's someone in this room that's saying, I am suffering in silence. I am suffering right now. And here's the thing. Even though they're suffering, even though they're like this, and trying to figure it all out, they don't know how to ask for help. They don't know how to ask for help. And when you don't ask for help, you can't live your dream. In fact, I'm going to tell you right now, you need to ask for help in order for your dream to become reality. So gentlemen, here's the final question. I gave you the scenario. Asking for help is probably one of the most difficult things for all of us. Asking for help is one of the most difficult things for all of us. How do you overcome your fear for asking help? How do you do it? Because there's some people in this room that are suffering in silence and don't know how to ask for help. It may be fear, it may be pride, it may be stigma, it may be shame, but they don't know how to ask for help. So I have a panel of people who I would argue are super successful. And I guarantee you, Daryl, did you get where you are by not asking for help?
No, sir.
All right. Tony, did you get where you are today with 3.5 million people?
No, sir.
By not asking for help?
No, sir.
DJ, talk to me, Joey. Did you get where you are today without asking for help? All right. And Jeremy, round it out. I would say it's 4 for 4. Did you get where you are today without asking for help?
Not at all.
Absolutely. So if you're seeing these people who are, listen, everybody likes a pretty face, and all y'all got pretty faces, and all of y'all super successful. But what they don't see where you had failure. They don't see when you didn't know where your next paycheck's coming from. They don't see when you bombed on one morning and you just crashed. What they don't see is that as a songwriter, you get writer's block. Sometimes you are going to run into problems and you need help. So as a panel, I try to keep it 100. Mike or Mark? Michael. I try to keep it 100. You need to recognize that these men are going to provide you some insight. When they need to ask for help, how did they overcome? How did they overcome it? Talk to me. DJ, you start us off. How did you overcome? What did you have to do to start asking somebody's help when you know you were afraid, you didn't want people to know that you were weak? Because guess what? People say, oh, you weak for asking for help. Do you believe that?
No, you're not.
Absolutely. So talk to me, DJ.
I actually used to think that growing up, coming up, that you felt weak, you felt like a failure, like you didn't live up to, the expectation. But that's really not the case. And I learned it, it's an old saying, and it's been in a few rap songs over the years, but like scared money don't make no money. So it's like, if I needed to learn something, I made sure I asked whoever I needed to and to get where I needed to go. And in my line of work and working in radio and entertainment, it's just, I'm trying to make myself as valuable as possible and be the most valuable in the room. I had to ask questions whether it came to learning how to do
ask
stuff on air.
questions?
Yes.
Yep, go ahead.
Learning questions about on air, being a student again, a fly on the wall in production, learning how to produce commercials, imaging, things like that you hear on the radio. And just, just really kind of adapting that stuff and that mentality to want to learn more and kind of better yourself. And it comes with asking questions and putting that pride aside, putting that fear aside, and just ask.
Absolutely. Tony, how do you overcome the fear of asking for help? Because help-seeking behavior is something you have to do every day. Because if you don't ask for help, your business fails. Talk to me, Tony.
Echoing what DJ said, it really is a shift in perspective, and you have to understand that everybody is going through. Everybody is struggling. Like for me, every time I get in my barber's chair, that's a therapy session for me. Although I am a life coach to several people, I talk to every person knowing that I can get wisdom from anybody I talk to. So when I shifted my mind and I started becoming, as he said, more humble, realizing that humility is attached to confidence. And I started sharing what I was going through and what I was feeling, even if I just met someone today. And that really helped me by asking for help. And I will DM everybody. And not to name drop, but some of the biggest celebrities in the world, I'll shoot them a DM. And my wife will laugh at me, my 17-year-old son will laugh at me, and then they'll respond. And then I get the last laugh because now I'm on a plane going to sit with a billionaire just because I DM him. And so that humility and reaching out and asking, it'll change your life.
So, you're telling me that you're not afraid to show that you can learn something.
Right.
Absolutely. So, here's a question you need to ask. Remember, you're in class with me right now. You need to write this down. In order for you to achieve your dream, you need to ask this question. Who do I ask for help? Who do I ask for help for blank? Because you don't go to the same people for the same thing, right? Right? DJ, you go to the producer, you go to AV Tech, you go to whoever, right? So, who do I need to go for help for blank? Now, some of you may need help with your mental health. Some of you may need help with math. Some of you may need help with, I'm going to say it, with money. Because the moment somebody gets money, oh Lord, I'm pulling it out. The moment somebody gets money, it's like fire in their back pocket, and they want to spend it. Right? Oh Lord, it's time. Money calling, there you go. It's telling me it's time. We're almost there. Who do you need to ask for help for what? Identify what you need help in. Because you told me, DJ, there's several things you need help from. You don't go to the same person. You just told me, Tony, you go to different people for different things, and you would actually humble yourself. Darren, talk to me.
So what I had to do was I had to begin, and I learned this later in life, which was honoring the struggle.
Woo!
I had to honor the struggle of the things that I've been through. I had to begin telling people my story. I had to begin telling people that I didn't just show up like this. I was the guy who, when I moved from Milwaukee, Wisconsin to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I realized things were tough, I knew and I had enough conscience to go downtown and apply for food stamps. I knew that I had to honor my struggle, and in being able to recognize that and going along with this same thing, I had to ask someone for some help. Because shut mouth and never get fed. But in that point, it was honoring the struggle. And from honoring the struggle, now I have a platform that I now tell people hey, this is what I did. Because what ends up happening, and what you guys are probably thinking and doing now, you're probably saying that we haven't been through anything because you see us sitting here now.
So wait, slow down out there. You're dropping truth. Go ahead, Daryl, because there are gonna be some people that are gonna say, "Oh, you don't know my struggle." Go ahead, talk to me.
You're saying, I had a young man when I was in the military. He said, "Mr. Height," or he called me by my rank and file. He said, "Man, how can I get a BMW like that?" And I told him, I said, "Well, you gotta get 2 vehicles repossessed. You gotta get and go on food stamps. Yeah. You gotta lose your family and lose some friends. You gotta have some missed meal cramps. You gotta go through some stuff." And as I was telling him this, he's like, hold on. I just want the BMW. But he didn't want to go through what I went through to get there. And so often enough, I had to keep telling those stories. Because we didn't just show up here. We went through something and we found a mentor. We found someone who we can lean on to ultimately get us to where we are. And we're still finding and seeking new mentors every day.
Right. Daryl, I listen. All you do is drop knowledge. Tony, all y'all do is drop knowledge. DJ, Jeremy, all y'all do is drop knowledge. So here's what I want you to write down. Because listen, I'm all about cognitive cues, about things that are going to remind you about what we did today for the last 90 minutes. This is all we've been doing. So here's what I want you to write down, these 3 words. Because you will need these words to guide what you're going to do for the next day and a half, for the next 2 days. And by the way, selfless plug here, I'm giving a student talk on Saturday morning. I better see all of y'all in my talk. All of y'all in my talk, because this is just a part 1. There's a part 2 to this. So I'm just letting you know, I have a student session for all of you on Saturday at 9 in the morning. You better show up. But that's not what I want to share with you. What I want to share with you is what you just said. Write down these 3 words. Because half the battle is knowing what you got to deal with. And this is what you have to deal with. And I'm going to use your words. Honor your struggle. You got to respect that. You got to respect the struggle, because if you don't respect it, you'll repeat it. If you don't respect the struggle, you will repeat that struggle. Give me some love. That's true. If you don't honor your struggle, you're disrespecting it. And if you disrespect it, you will never live your dream. You didn't get to that BMW without disrespecting your struggle. You honored that struggle. You said, this is happening to me, and I don't want this to happen again. Because if you do not honor it, you will repeat it. So honor. Repeat after me, please. Honor your struggle. Honor your struggle. Because if you don't, you disrespect it, and you never achieve it. Jeremy, take us home. Talk to me.
I had to make a conscious decision about the life I wanted to live. Did I want it to be fear-based, or did I want it to be based on curiosity? And that in itself has allowed me to, get over a fear of asking for help. Understanding that there's things that I'm, really good at. I have my expertise and things of that nature, but so does everybody around me. When I mean expertise, it doesn't always come with a job title and a salary. Sometimes that life experience that somebody else has that I haven't experienced may be the only thing that I need to get over what I'm dealing with right now.
Absolutely. And Jeremy, from what you're telling me, what you've shared right now, is that you don't know where it's going to come from.
No.
But you have to be ready.
You have to be ready, you have to be receptive, and you have to be open to it.
I love it. So listen, a lot of people say, man, this is what people are going to say. I know y'all thinking this. Man, these 4 cats, they're just lucky. These 4 cats are just lucky. They got luck all over and all day. I can't be lucky like them. Yes or no? Do you consider that you got where you are by luck?
No.
No?
Hell no.
No. So I'm going to tell you right now. Let me tell you what luck really means. And this is what's going to get them to where they are today. Luck is preparation and opportunity. When the opportunity presented in front of themselves, they were prepared. Luck is preparation and opportunity. opportunity. So do a little math equation. Luck equals preparation and opportunity. Now let me break it down even further. Opportunity is the people you keep. Because if you don't have the right people in your life, those opportunities do not happen. And preparation is the grind. The rent is due every day. To be locked in. To recognize that I need to let my ego put on check. To understand that I can't let my comparison to others shoot me down. As Daryl says, I need 3 words to remind me. To remind me of what is real. Because at the end of the day, you know and I know that it's not luck that you're here. And a lot of these young men are coming here today wanting to know, tell me the get rich quick scheme. Tell me what I want to do. And Daryl, you're shaking your head like your head's on a swivel. Talk to me, Daryl.
There is no get rich scheme.
Thank you.
That's
Come on, give some love. There is none. If there's anything, listen, if there's anything you learn today, is that these young men, these gentlemen, have poured into you and given you things to think about. And I'm going to ask you something really simple. Behind me, for the last 90 minutes, these artists, these barbers, Corey, give me some love, Corey. All right? Chuck, Isaiah, and Steve. You know what they're doing? They're not cutting hair. They're not cutting hair. They're not cutting hair. They're giving you a new way of how you show yourself to others. They're in the business. They're in the business of making people feel like they're better than they ever thought they could be. You know when you get that fresh cut, how you feel? Guess what? All of you got your hair cut today because this panel has made you feel like you can do it. So instead of getting a physical haircut, you got a mental haircut. This panel has told you, come on now. You're mentally getting a haircut. And these are your barbers. They're telling you what they need in order for them to achieve their dreams. So, I'm going to recap from the beginning. Know your struggle. Right? I can. I am. I will.
I will.
I can.
I can.
I am. I will.
I will.
So, gentlemen and ladies, you have to find someone that's going to elevate you. You have to find someone that's going to get in your face. You have to find someone that's going to hold you accountable. And you have to find someone that's going to be a model of behavior that you want to emulate, that you want to mimic. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the rent is due when? Every day. If you're not locked in, you are. Come on now, if you're not locked in, you're what?
Losing.
You're losing. And when you have people get noise in your mind, Michael, give people noise in your head, right? You need to remind yourself, stay focused. Over the next 2 days, you have an opportunity to have conversation. You have an opportunity to engage with people, by the way, who all want the same thing that you want. Who want to be just like these gentlemen on the stage. Who need a mental haircut. I'm telling you right now, you can't do it alone. You need to ask. You need to listen. You need to be humble in order to achieve what we believe is our dream. I don't know what your dream is. I don't know what it is. But I'll tell you right now, you will get nowhere with your dream if you don't listen and buy into what this panel has provided us today. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Stand up. Stand up. Use love. They're investing in you. Show them some love. I'm gonna have a mic. Can I pass one on the mic? All right, you have one? You got one as well? I'm gonna pass the mic because we've been talking at you. What do you have as questions? What do you want to ask? What do you want to know? Talk to us, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you're going to ask a question, somebody in the audience is going to say, I wish I would ask that question. So please, share with us. Did this make sense? Hello? Did it make sense?
Yes.
Is it real?
Yes.
Panel, did I tell you what I was going to talk about?
No, sir.
No. Did I tell you what to say?
No.
Absolutely. Did you speak from the heart?
Absolutely.
Did you speak from your life struggles?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Gentlemen, go right ahead.
First name Marquel